My name is Mo Miller, I'm from Germany, and you're watching JRSportBrief. Make sure you subscribe because it's awesome.
So look folks, it's Fan Friday, it's all about you all in your comments. Yes, there's a white wall behind me. Yes, there may be ambient noise, but look, I am in the process of putting together kind of a JRSportBrief lab in my house so I could film videos, so I could live stream, so I could talk to you. So make sure you subscribe to JRSportBrief and don't miss a damn thing. And if you subscribe, you also won't miss things like yesterday's video where I hung out with Kim nonstop. Oh yeah. She's heavy into fitness and she could probably help you transition from being a couch potato to a stud. And I'm talking about a good stud, not the stud that, never mind, before I get myself in trouble. Also, make sure you send in your intro to JRSportBrief after you subscribe, and I can use it in one of my episodes if it's any good at least. But it's NBA time, it's Fan Friday, so we're not wasting any time. The first question comes in via August Kouassi on Twitter. Is Tony Parker the best point guard in the NBA? Let's face it, Tony Parker is the best point guard playing in the NBA right now. And there are really only two teams playing. But in the big picture, I would probably have to say Chris Paul is the best point guard I would start one of my teams with. I mean, let's face it. Tony Parker, we know what he did against the Memphis Grizzlies. He went anywhere he wanted. Who can forget that 37-point game? And last night against the Miami Heat, he scored 21 points. He dished out 6 assists. He had that spinning move on Norris Cole that had him looking crazy. And then he had that buzzer beater that basically finished the Miami Heat off. But in the grand scheme of things, I like Chris Paul. I mean, the guy's gonna get his just about 20 points, just about 10 assists. I think he has better hands than Tony Parker. He's a little better athletically. I think they're both a little injury prone, but I like Chris Paul a little better. Who would you start your team with? Chris Paul or Tony Parker? I'd go with Chris Paul, but Tony Parker is absolutely killing it right now. And then you can also maybe throw a Russell Westbrook or even a Derrick Rose in there, although I don't know who Derrick Rose is anymore. Moving on to the next question for Fan Friday. Rasheen Rush Jordan on Facebook. When did Bosh become allergic to the basket? Basically, when LeBron James got better, which he's done the past few seasons, and Dwayne Wade has gotten worse because of injury probably. Chris Bosh just stands behind a three-point line and he's just jacking up shot after shot after shot. I mean, let's face it, is there room for Chris Bosh to stand in that paint and help out? I think there is, and I'm tired of watching him shoot three-pointers. Although, as a New York Knicks fan, a suffering New York Knicks fan, I hope the Miami Heat lose. So Chris Bosh, keep standing out there taking three-pointers, but I don't think it helps your team any damn bit. If anybody needs to be more aggressive, it needs to be Chris Bosh. Go to the basket and act like you were with the Toronto Raptors. Last question for Fan Friday comes in via Kalin Patel on Twitter. What are my thoughts on the PED scandal going on in Major League Baseball? I don't have one. I mean, it's like every year, every month, there's a new scandal, a new drug scandal with baseball players. Why don't they just make steroids legal, give these guys some drugs, and let them go hit home runs 900 feet? And a lot of people hit me up when I say that, and what about the children? Somebody think of the children. Well, teach your damn kids something that they can value from your own home, not necessarily what Alex Rodriguez is doing. And I say all of that facetiously. I'm actually anti and against drugs. But when it comes down to baseball, they've shot themselves in the foot. I don't care what these guys take. It's their own life and business. Just put on an entertaining game for me. This is JR. Make sure you hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't you forget to subscribe to JRSportBrief right here on YouTube. I got to get my place together. I'll see you folks later. Peace.